Hey there YouTube, Phil from the Backroads Riding channel, coming at you with today's Daily Slab. Well, it has been quite a while since I have been able to do any type of a video at all. That's probably going to continue for a while. It's just really crazy with work, and I just have not had time to do anything. So I'm just going to kind of, release a video as I can. So click on that subscribe button down there in the corner, and set it up to alert you, and you'll get notified whenever I do publish a new video. But I appreciate those of you that have stuck around and stayed with the channel. So it is September 2nd. It's a Sunday. I'm out for a Labor Day ride here, or Labor Day weekend ride, I should say. And I thought I'd do a little bit of video, although it is extremely windy today. I elected to go with no windshield today. And I'm not sure how the wind may be a little rough on the video here, because I didn't put in the chin guard either, and so I probably got a good bit of air coming through. Hopefully the audio is usable. So riding season this year, I unfortunately have not been able to get out near as much this year as I normally do. Usually I put anywhere from 15 to 20,000 miles on my bikes every year. This year so far, I've put 6,000 on this bike, and not been happy with that at all. But maybe things will pick up a little bit as we move into the school year here. That means that once we get moved into the school year, my time generally slows down at work, so I should be able to get out a little bit more. But bike's been running great. I had another 10,000 mile service done on my bike. I just wasn't completely convinced that the last place that I went did the 10,000 mile service correctly, and unfortunately it looks like I was right. I took the bike this time to Race Seats Harley in Lapeer, Michigan, and I was very happy with the service that I got there. The price was cheaper than the last place that I went, not by much, by about 50 bucks, and they went through and did the full 10,000 mile service inspection, did everything that I expected to be done at the other one, and the bike feels like a totally different bike, which is how I expected it to feel the last time I got the 10,000 mile service done. And so I did have to have the rear brake pads placed. So at 18,000 miles, I did have to have the rear pads replaced. They said the front pads are still fine. Tires are still fine. Unfortunately, I'm ready to get new tires, but right now they're still good. I think the back brake wear is strictly because I ride in a lot of traffic, and so I'm on my back brake quite a bit, not necessarily using it to slow down, but to maintain low speed riding. And so I use that back brake a lot in conjunction with the clutch to keep the bike moving at slow speeds in traffic. So, but that was a minor repair, and that's the first repair that I really had to have done on this bike. I'm not sure that I ever really talked too much. I did talk a little bit about putting the Reinhardts on my bike. So far I've got probably about 4,000 miles or so, 5,000 miles on the pipes, and I really, really like them. So very happy with those Reinhardt 4-inches. Got a great sound to them, and the bike sounds really good. The couple of things that they did on this service that I know were not done the last time, which apparently were supposed to be, and I guess that's my bad. I should have paid more attention to what was going on with the servicing of the bike. But one of the things they're supposed to do in the 10,000 mile service is change out the spark plugs, and that was not done when I took it in to the previous dealer. So they're definitely disappointed. Those are the guys that I bought the bike from, and I like the dealership, I like the guys there, but I don't think I'm going to have my service work done there anymore, unfortunately. So I may still buy a bike from there, but definitely not going to have the bike service there. The riding season this year has been a little rougher. It's been a lot of rain, a lot of wet weather, so I have not, in conjunction with work, it's limited my riding ability this year. And even this week. Today is the only day that we're going to not have rain this week, and it's supposed to rain today at some point. And it's when it rains in Michigan, a lot of times when we have our rainy days, we don't have a lot of days where it rains a little bit and then you're able to hop on the bike in the afternoon or hop on the bike in the morning and avoid the rain. A lot of times when we have rain here, it'll rain the entire day. So like tomorrow, it's supposed to rain all day. Tuesday is supposed to rain all day. And you don't really get a good chance to get out and get on the bike. So I mean, I can, like I've said before, I can ride in the rain, but I do not ride in the rain by choice. I ride in the rain if I get caught in the rain. Or if I'm on a road trip and I have to get a certain amount of miles in that day, then I'll ride in the rain. But today, right now anyways, it is absolutely beautiful. The temperature is about 76 degrees. A little bit of humidity in the air. And I am thrilled to be out on the bike today. Today I'm using the Yi 4K. I haven't really done a riding log with the 4K before, so we're going to see how the video comes out. Obviously the audio is being done through external audio recording. I can't use the Yi 4K action camera for audio recording. It doesn't work. But I've got it mounted to the front of my helmet, and I'm down cameras right now. I ended up getting rid of a couple of them just because I wasn't using them, and I'm having one of the other ones worked on. So, but I'm gonna try out the Yi 4K today, see how it does for the log. Get some good footage of it, anyways. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the winter here. It looks there is a good chance that I am going to be changing states at the end of the summer next year. Looks like I'll be going to or at least possibly anyways, moving to Florida. Got an opportunity with my current job to possibly relocate, and seriously looking at it. So any of you who happen to live in Florida, at least the central Florida area, wouldn't mind hearing from you in the comments to see what it's like riding bikes down there. I know that I'm a little concerned about it just from a humidity and heat perspective. And we must have had a power outage down here. I got all the stoplights are four-ways right now. So we have definitely had something happen. Not sure what. But yeah, so any of you who might have had or might live in the Florida area, any of the subscribers, if you want to chime in the comments and let me know what it's like riding bikes down in Florida. More than likely we'd be looking at the Orlando area or surrounding area of Orlando. And I know, like I said, I'm a little concerned because just it's going to be hot. I expect that, and I don't mind riding in the heat. But I know that the traffic is a little bit more of a concern down there just due to the amount of retirees and tourist traffic that's down there. So it might be something that if I ride in Orlando, I might end up switching out to a little bit different type of bike, at least for day-to-day riding anyways. I may switch back, even go back to something like my night rod that's a little bit lighter, a little bit more responsive as far as handling is concerned. Road King does a great job with that, but it's a big, heavy bike, so you're getting lots of heavy traffic, and it can be tiring day after day rolling this bike around. But be anxious to hear from people who actually ride in the area. Coming from Michigan, it's going to be a big change for me. Not so much for my wife. She's originally from Florida, so she is a Floridian at heart and is very much well, boy, nobody knows how to do a four-way stop around here, man. Jeez. She is a Floridian at heart, and so she does not like the winters here, which, if you don't like winter or cold weather or snow, Michigan is definitely not the place for you to be. It is, our winters here are quite long, and some winters can be pretty rough as far as cold and snow is concerned. And I have to say, I don't think I would miss that too much. I've been in Michigan since I was 4 years old. I was originally born a Hoosier and moved up here when I was 4. So I'm primarily a Michigander as far as what I know. And I used to like the snow a lot better than I do now. I think it's because I drive so much in it. And when you drive, 45, 50 miles each way, just getting back and forth to work, and then you drive for your work during the day, it gets really old, the driving in the ice and snow. You get really tired of it, and as I unfortunately get older, I creak and groan a little bit more in the winter than what I like to really admit. So I have to admit, it might be kind of nice to have a change. I'm a little nervous about it, I'll admit. I've never done that big of a move before in my life. This is all I know. And so I'm a little nervous, but we like the area. We've been down there quite a bit, visited not just on vacation, but staying down there for some more extended periods. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that throughout the next year to see how things really are and to get a feel for the area and where we might want to live down there. But that would be the other thing, if you live in the Orlando area, kind of give me some recommendations on some nice neighborhoods to live in and what neighborhoods to avoid. That would be great to know as well. Back to talking about bikes. While I was up at Racy's waiting for them to finish up the service on the bike, I did get a chance to go out and take a look at the 2019s. I got some nice looking bikes there. They did not have the FDXR. That's what I really wanted to see. I was going to test ride a couple of them, but they ended up finishing up my bike, and I decided I'll save that for another day. But that FDXR I really want to look at. It's got a stance that reminds me of the Night Rod as far as the look of it. So I'm curious to see what kind of handling it does. It's got that 114 motor on it. So there's got to be a lot of power to it. At least I would hope there would be. And I'm kind of anxious to get out there and try that bike out. Then some of the new bikes that Harley's got coming are somewhat intriguing to me. They're kind of a little different looking, just because, I've been around Harleys a long time, and so a little bit of something to get used to. But I think it's good that Harley is trying to reach out and touch a different part of the market right now. I think they need to. The Harley population is aging. There's no question about that. If you go to any type of bike meet, a large portion of your Harley guys are older, my age and up, and not near as many young folks involved in the Harley market as there used to be. You notice me swerving all over the road. It's I have to say, if I did move to Florida, I think this would be one thing I would not miss, and that's the constant scanning for holes and big gouges in the road, which is just something that in Michigan, you learn to live with, you learn to deal with, and you can't ever you can't ever not pay attention to the road in front of you, because there are some whopper holes that pop up out here. I am hoping, as I move throughout the rest of this riding season, that I'm able to get a few more videos up. I do apologize again for not having much up. I know I got a small audience, but I like to at least try to keep some things going. But life's just gotten in the way. But I am going to try to get a couple videos up. I'm planning on going on a road trip sometime in September. Be heading down, not far away. I'll be going down to southern Indiana and riding along the Ohio River as well. So try to get some video shots of that. And then if I can, I'm going to try to get a trip down to Gatlinburg and ride through the Smokies a little bit. we'll just see how timing works out on that. I've been trying to get down to Tennessee for 2 years and haven't been able to make it down yet, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do that. But you know how it goes. And I'll also be doing, maybe tomorrow, I may be doing a thumb ride. It depends on how much it rains. Maybe they'll be wrong. If it rains, obviously I'm not doing that. But if I can get out and ride the thumb, I will. And I'll definitely be doing a Tunnel of Trees ride this year. That'll be probably closer to October. When we get a little bit of the color change going on up north, we'll head up and do an overnight run up to Tunnel of Trees. And that is an absolutely beautiful ride. I think you guys will enjoy the video from that. I know I love to ride that every year in the fall. I like to ride it during the summer too, but during the fall, it is just absolutely gorgeous, especially if you can get it. If you can time it, and this is so hard to do, but if you can time it where the color is really good on the trees, but yet you're starting to get some of that, the shifting of the leaves, so that as you're riding through, the leaves are falling off the trees. Oh man, it is just absolutely gorgeous up there. And I'm anxious to get out there and see if I can get some good shots this year. I wasn't able to last year. When I did go, I ended up going in my car actually, and it was nice, but it was not near as nice as being on the bike riding through there. But anyways, all right. Well, that will. Just wanted to do a quick touch base with everybody and kind of let you know what's going on. And whoa, lots of water. We'll just stay out of that. Ah, man. Just washed my bike too. Dang it. Oh well. So anyways, that'll do it for this edition of the Daily Slab. Y'all ride safe. This is Phil from the Back Rows Riding Channel, saying peace, and we'll see you all in our next video.